Hey guys and gals, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the daily Roundup webinar. It's actually a pretty quiet day, which is good because I actually want to talk about a few items. First of all, about like our chat rooms, and I want to talk about like the Forex Flow, ForexAnalytix merger. I want to talk about that here in just a minute. And if you guys notice, I don't have a video on. It's because it's Monday and things are a little hectic, so I haven't even had a chance to get ready yet this morning. But let's talk about the markets first. Let's start there, and then I want to have a little bit of a talk and a little bit of talk about our chat rooms and how they operate and what the intent is. Which, by the way, the intent is just to make sure that everybody's feels comfortable where they're at. So that's number one. Okay, conversation over. Just kidding. All right, let's talk about the markets and what's happening with currencies. So obviously the markets, it's mutual fund Monday. Stocks spike up to new highs. That should not be surprising. What's going to be interesting, in my opinion, is by the end of the day, where do we close? Do we close above 4,400 in the S&P? You notice I'm really just paying attention to the S&P here, as I normally do. But yields rally like you're seeing the yields rally right here. That's going to weigh on the tech stocks a little bit more than S&P. So Nasdaq's starting to roll over a little bit more underperforming, and you'll notice. Let me get rid of the here on the Nasdaq, because as you know, the stocks just rallied to all-time highs anyway, across the board. Nasdaq's at a big 161% extension. We're just slightly above it, so we're getting comfortable above it. What that also means to me is back below 15,000. So here, I'll set an alarm for it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So below 15,000 would be negative for the S&P. It's only, for the Nasdaq, it's only about 110 points away in the Nasdaq 100. So just keep that in mind. That would, start to tell me that the markets are feeling a little bit wobbly. Simon's upset that I am not in pink undies. Do you really want to see what I look like right now? Let me give you guys a quick glimpse of what I look like right at this moment in time. Are you sure you really want to continue to see what I look like? Yeah, this is it. This is straight out of the gym, out of my garage gym, which I have a gym in the garage. All right, that's it. That was a quick peek. Okay, that was for you, Simon, and I do not have pink underwear on. All right, so anyway, markets are up right now. Don't expect that to really change, but if the S&P starts getting back below the breakout point, or the Nasdaq gets below the breakout point, that's going to get my attention. What that's done is that's ushered in some dollar weakness, so we can see the Aussie, probing up towards the 74-cent level. I would not be surprised in the Aussie, even though I've got a small short on. I'm out of the money like 5 pips right now. It's no big deal. I sold it at 78, or I'm down like, let me take a look here. I'm down 6.4 pips. So I wouldn't be surprised if we push a little higher towards the 74-cent, maybe even a 74.20. My stop is actually just above here, believe it or not. So it's just above this trend line that you can see here. I wouldn't be surprised if we push up against that resistance before rolling over again. And that would coincide with stocks staying supported today, obviously. The cable, as we talked about earlier this morning, a break above 138. Now, what I forgot to write down this morning was 138.40, or did I? I did. Did Stelios get that? Oh, I did. I guess I did write 38.40. So 138, then 138.40, which would be the 78% retracement that we noted on the morning edge, right? This is also a test of the underside of this broken trend line too. So, a lot of resistance up here. That's not too surprising that we squeezed up there, especially with the false breakdown from last week. The euro still, dealing with this wedge, but trying to break higher. As I mentioned to you guys this morning, I think if we got above this 38% retracement at 118.40, it would really start to squeeze. I think we'll have to see if it's going to do that or not. anything else that I wanted to cover, one of the things that here's one thing that I did want to talk about really quick before I get into like the more chat room stuff. The precious metals market, it's not performing that well based on the dollar weakness that we're seeing today. I would have thought that that gold and silver would have been a lot stronger than they are. And if you guys are short dollars, that means, let's say you're long the euro or you're long the sterling, whatever it is, just take note that precious metals are not following through to the upside. And that is, like I said, it's a little bit concerning to me. That's going to be a little concerning to me. So let me address some comments really quick before I get into the chat room comment. Simon said, I said no video means you are in pink undies. Good morning, Blake. Lorraine said, you are frightening. Yes, yes, I am. Thanks, Lorraine. Usually you're full of nice comments, but today, not so nice. Is it because it's Monday? All right, let's talk about ForexAnalytix. Now, let's talk about like our chat rooms and stuff. So the chat rooms, what you're going to notice here, and let me just show you guys really quick. We have a new room. It's the FFL Forex Flow live room. Okay. That room we made available for the Forex Flow people that were used to just more of a slower pace. I say slower pace, just not as active as our general chat. Our general chat is really, I'm going to say, as the creator and owner of this, chat room, one of the partners here, our chat is not for everybody. I'm very well aware of that. We goof around some, we talk a lot, hi, bye, talk about our kids sometimes, what goofy stuff. What I've noticed, and I noticed with Forex Flow watching their chat rooms over the course of the last several months, is, there's a smaller group of people that chat in there, but it's usually more fundamental based, some technical based, but it's a lot less of, chatter, right? So we wanted to make sure, especially myself, I want to make sure that everybody from Forex Flow Live had an ability to kind of go back and not feel overwhelmed by, just being forced into ForexAnalytix chat room. We do have our trades room, which is, I like to actively use. And for me personally, I think it's great because this way I kind of know where everybody stands on biases. Doesn't mean, somebody's trading a certain way, I need to be trading a certain way. It's more of just kind of seeing, most people are long the dollar or most people are short the dollar or whatever the case may be. News and research is, self-explanatory. And what you're going to notice there is I've been uploading a lot of research, as everybody else is too. It's open for everybody. So the general chat room is obviously our general chat room as ForexAnalytix traders have. I don't think it's changed a whole lot. And we have our Spanish chat room. The Pepperstone chat room is disabled. It's disabled for everybody else. No one goes in there. I think last conversation was myself and Amanda. This is way back 6 months ago. So that's not there. You'll see direct messages. These are direct messages that I've opened up with certain people over time. I can't even delete these. Like I can't go to Amir or Amanda or Benedict right here and remove them. Once they're there, they're there. Now, we don't allow people to direct message each other for a reason. If you, and that's been one of the big draws for ForexAnalytix has been, I know for a lot of traders, they just don't want to be sold stuff. Like they're in our chat rooms and all of a sudden they're like, come by my algorithm, you should look over here and look over there. They're like, look, this is a really comfortable place for us. That's why we don't allow direct messages between people, because we don't want somebody coming into our chat room and then automatically start selling, somebody coaching or something like that. We don't want it to be allowed. I create direct messages so I can have one-on-ones with people if they have an issue, or it seems like they're upset, or or I want to talk to them about other reasons, if maybe their accounts, like we're not a billing problem, whatever it is. But that's why those direct messages are set up, and they can only be set up by admins. We do that so everything's out in the open in our normal chat rooms. Because if somebody it crosses the line, let's say they start trying to sell a product or a service, we can immediately delete the message and then remove them from chat, because I'd rather just kick them out and never allow them to come back in again. I've had, over the last 15 years, I've seen a lot of people try to infiltrate chat rooms. And we are, all of us that are here at ForexAnalytix, we're very sensitive to that, and we want to make sure that we protect our traders, right? And make sure that everybody knows that I've removed people for religious comments, I've removed people for political comments, and for trying to sell products. And those are the things that we just straight up don't allow. You talk about markets, and obviously if the markets are not too busy, people will talk about their family, or maybe a little joke, or sometimes they start to dive into politics, and we try to like just step on that immediately, because as you guys know, it's just not appropriate, and we all believe different things, and whether it's religion or politics. So, you're not going to come in here and use it as a platform to try to sway people, right? It's irrelevant unless the politics, some of it actually has direct impact to the markets. We're aware of that. But anyway, but that's the intent here. Now, what the other thing I wanted to say is these rooms are open for everybody, and if you're a ForexAnalytix subscriber, like me as a ForexAnalytix person, when the downtime is going to be a little slower, I'm going to go into the Forex Flow room and kind of read back and see, like Five Magics. I've noticed he posts a lot of really great macro content, and I like that, because and I'll go back and read and kind of get his opinions here. And that's same with Ryan or whoever else. I know K-Man, he does too when he's around. He's doing some personal stuff right now, which I get. But anyway, when it's a little slower, I'll jump into this room and kind of meander around in here. And then back to the general chat room, right? And what you're going to find, in my opinion, is you're going to find people that just kind of gravitate towards certain areas, and that's fine. And the one thing that I wanted to make sure, and I know the rest of us here at ForexAnalytix wanted to make sure, is that everybody had a comfortable place to be and to chat and to feel like, hey, it's like I'm not losing anything here. ForexAnalytix subscribers should have now the ability to chat and find information that they hadn't had in the past. And if you're a Forex Flow live trader, well, now you have an app, and you have more webinars, and more places to express your ideas and talk a little bit more actively in the markets, and not feel intrusive. You can go into our chat rooms and say, I'm buying this, selling that, scalping off of this, because that's where a lot of our traders fall. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know, and this is a transition period. Nothing's set in stone, and nothing's going to be easy. I was telling our team, I've been through like 5 mergers over the years, and they're always, there's always a transition period. But want everybody here to know that we're just trying to do our best to make sure that everybody's, got what they need, we're going to be soliciting for feedback from you guys, all of our active users, in the coming. I wanted to do it this week, but I think we actually need a little bit more time to digest all the changes. And then, we'll be soliciting you for your feedback, and we'll take it in and try to incorporate it. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So as far as the markets go from here, again, what I'm going to be watching is, hey, if yields continue to rise, does it actually have a negative impact on the NASDAQ? Because right now the NASDAQ's flirting with pulling back, which would be kind of a departure away from what we've seen in the past. Where the Nasdaq's been leading. So anyway, you guys have a great afternoon, great evening. I'm going to actually go take a shower finally after all this time. and I'll see you guys in the chat rooms or tomorrow morning on the Face webinar. Thank you all for your support as always, and I'll talk to you soon.